Hey, very good morning to you all, guys. My name is Daddy Chris. I'm reaching you from the African Renaissance Television Desk here in London. And it is the 22nd of August 2025. It's kicking up. And what I want to remind us, everybody here today, we are in the 21st century. This is the 21st century. What it means, and anything we do to reflect 21st century. And that's what we're going to try and explore today. I've been crying, I've been shouting on this program, and I've been trying to directly or indirectly address a very, very critical issue, which I think we should spend more time on today. I've been looking at it from a different angle all this while. I've been trying to talk about the failure of the Nigerian education system. And perhaps I've always directed my challenges to how it is working in the UK, what Tony Blair did, how he reformed the education system, how the university education in the UK is actually making a lot of money. That is one part of it. But the area I want to look at today is how can we be educated and unemployed? So that is the topic of today, being educated and unemployed. And that is really a big challenge. I'm sure it's the biggest challenge of any government anywhere in the world, both in the United Kingdom, everywhere in the world, because the education system sometimes fails. And what we do, we immediately adjust what we have. But our case is really, 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 really bad. And I'm not going to excuse that it's only in Nigeria, because I live here in the UK. We have similar issues from time to time where the education actually fails the society. But they quickly adjust. They are realistic. They now go into government listing, and technocrats will come up with a solution, and things begin to move forward. I'm just taking a look at today on this program. I don't want to fight the government that much today, because you cannot really give what you don't have. I'm taking a very quiet look at some of the activities of our governors, and I found out that they don't mean that evil to us. They may not know what to do, or some of them are completely blind, and some of them don't even listen. And those of you who are psychophans refuse to tell them the truth. And now we are all in darkness. And the problem is, if he failed, we fail, you fail. Let me repeat that. If Tinubu failed, I fail, you fail, Tinubu fail, the nation fail. So we don't want that. Oborivori failure is my failure. It's Delta State failure. It's your failure too, and the failure of future generations. We cannot afford that. So when we talk here, let us for once be sincere with one another. Let us come here and talk about an issue that concerns us. Like a very difficult one today is we are educated and we are unemployed. The reason I'm raising this issue is I want to thank the federal government. I don't know whether I want to thank them. I don't think we have too many education system really, but as I said, they will not be creating new universities. Maybe I want to agree with that to some level. Oborivori just created more. I know he's doing it politically. It's because of you. You are pressuring him. Oh, Shebi when Boris Day, he built the Ikare Polytechnic come in village. Okowa, he don't build how many university. Why your own? Carry one go your village. You now put one in Orope. Now they come from that. You know, it's all right. There will be a blessing at the end of the day. They cannot be all waste. They may not be useful now, but this is the stupidity of our time. We play politics with very important issues, even the one of that as important as education. And that's what I want to talk about today. Nigeria is a country where we have educated people and are unemployed. The question is, are they really educated? Who is an educated person? And that's what we want to talk about today. Are you educated, mister? And we now need to filter out the ones the one we said are uneducated and the one who are educated. So I want you people, before I add you to the show, please go on internet, go and look at the definition of an educated person. I didn't do it before coming on today. I want you to take a look. And those of you watching it right now, go online and look at who is an educated person. Let me quickly bring Evelyn in because she's the only one I have right now. Mary and Evelyn and Asaba. Let's bring them in. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, London.
Yeah, Asaba, morning. I saw Abuja disappeared. That's fine. I know it's probably to come back. Uh, the topic is we are educated people and we are unemployed. It doesn't make sense to me. You understand? How can you be educated and poor? That was the first question I asked my lecturer friends. You said you are educated and you are poor, meaning you are not really educated. It's one thing to know how to read and write, but knowing how to read and write or being able to recite a poem doesn't make you educated. If you understand what the poem is saying, then you will not be poor. I'm gonna use this argument. Is a very difficult one. An educated person can never be poor. And if we think along that line, I want everybody watching today to look up and come up with a definition for educated.
But
Educated.
that the case, do you know that some might be educated and not smart? So if you are educated, you are not smart. How can you make money? Some
I
people
don't
they have so we
understand
have
how,
so
I
many
don't understand the
educated
meaning
people.
of being smart and being educated. That's the thing I don't understand. That is it. So there's a smart person, there's an educated person. I mean, what I define educated person for me? Because you know what is it? Lecturers will say, hey, we are poor, hey, we cannot do this, they don't pay us well. And you're a lecturer, you have a lot of knowledge in you. You are poor. Now they're breathing on
Because
our doctors, on our boys. Go and bring money.
some skills are lacking. Let's understand an educated person possesses certain attributes, possesses critical thinking and reasoning abilities, a commitment to lifelong learning. That means an educated person love to continue learning, has adaptability and strong communication skills. Everybody can talk, but not everybody can communicate. Rather than simply hold, this is the part I like most, rather than simply holding degrees or knowledge. And a person is not just about holding degrees and knowledge. And then I went further to say there are some key characteristics. Number one, cognitive skills, lifelong learning, adaptability, communication, open-mindedness and empathy, moral compass, global awareness. You
Do you
understand? So it's
understand
not
what
just
he
about
just said,
degree.
engineer? Do you know what he said?
Yes.
Do you know those attributes you just mentioned?
Yeah.
Did you just recite it or you actually understand what he said? Because you're reading it for us. Well, this is the problem we have. You understand? If you really understand it,
Yeah.
now in your own words, tell us who is an educated person.
An educated person is somebody that can transform a learning skill into a practical skill.
God
It's
bless
not
you.
just about learning.
We keep that.
A
So,
learning
engineer,
skill.
I know. You see, sometimes I just want you to help me with that, and I'll push on because I'm leading the way a little bit. This is my session of the show. So, engineer said an educated person is somebody who can transfer something in theory into practical. All right,
Practical.
and that's quite interesting. If we can deal with that, then it doesn't mean that it's only when you convert making of water to this. Sometimes when you have some knowledge, your ability to put it to use. I can write. I'm a good writer. What have you written? Show me your books. I'm a script writer. I'm teaching people in the university how to write script. Where is your script? Or you just go there to teach people how to write script? We're going to look at all that today. You see, until we understand who an educated person is, we are lost first. So when we finish this show today, we might come to conclude that those people you think are educated are actually uneducated. And the ones you're trashing are the educated. An educated person or a skill is something that will be useful to the society and to yourself. If I go to study anything, that skill must be useful to me and my environment.
And to yeah.
If it's not, then it is useless. Even if it's useful to me alone, we call it visual masturbation. You are masturbating yourself. It's useful for you alone. You are masturbating. But when you can use it for the betterment of the society, that is when you see people begin to come to you. I don't believe that an educated person can never be poor. I don't agree with the concept that you could still be poor and you're educated. Any anytime you see yourself poor, it means you are not educated. Let me put it this way. I don't depends on definition of a poor person. That's another language. We'll come to that another day. But somebody that cannot feed himself, that is so handicapped, that cannot even make judgment now, or somebody that the government of today can still begin to run towards the government because he need money. He need 5,000 naira. He need to be paid pension. He need this. You are poor. At a particular stage in life, you should be independent of the society for your own good and for the good of society. Let me put it this way. In my research today, what I really find interesting is it is so hard to actually try and approach this issue, and it's not going to make sense to very many people. But what I want to say is that I want you guys to know that we have so many engineers. I said we have one in this platform today. They can recite thermodynamics. Engineer never hold spinal one.
At all. Plenty like that.
And you know why this is so confusing? And it's a very big, difficult day, and I want us to deal with it for what it is. I was trying to look at the kind of education I'm proposing. Now, Mary, take a look at this. I picked this from online, and with credit to people from the Federal University of Technology, Akure. All right. Now, if you go to this university and you work with your lecturers to create this glass house, this is a glass house, and this is their product. I'm sure when you leave this school, you will never go hungry, because it will be useful to your local farmer. If you see somebody farming, you say, no, this is not how you do it, Papa. Let's try and do this. Let's try and improve it, and so that we can make a lot of product that we can sell and make a lot of money. But this is what I'm coming to Uniben. This is what the Federal University of Akure is currently doing, and I want to use them as a case study today. Sometimes I go on my Facebook and I don't see anything coming from any university, so I don't follow them. But I choose to follow this university for some time now because of the kind of innovation they're bringing in. Education should be practical. Now, the National Bureau of Statistics, and it's very important, and the United Nations Development Program, they've just said that Nigerian graduates are unemployed, with significant portion unemployable. Not that you are just unemployed because there's no opportunity out there. The truth is you are unemployable. And I'm not throwing stone at you students, at you young people, but you are unemployable. By the time an employer will give you a job that you cannot do, what is he going to do with you? He's not looking for somebody to sit on his bench. He's looking for somebody productive. You went to school. You study a skill. What do you have? In the course of your study, in the 4 years of your education, I want to talk about graduates today. What skill did you take away from there that an employer can now sit down with you and begin to talk? That is the meaning of the word, you are unemployable. And it's all coming from just a common joke that our university have Department of Electrical Engineering. We not even if it generates more solar power.
That Chris, please, before you continue, let's understand something. Preferring the fact that graduates are unemployable is an indictment of our educational system and our lecturers. Now, we need to understand, you could help and let our listeners know why our students or our graduates why are they unemployable? Yes. So that
that's what I'm trying to look at. And if you know why, you can also tell us. Because for me, that's why this.
Do you know that most of our schools now, they are just teaching on how to pass exams, yes, and gain certificates. They are not actually teaching these people how to create wealth. That is one thing I see. They just go there. So we have so many graduates who go and come out with the theory, the knowledge, but they don't know how to put it to use.
And unfortunately, too,
is that even knowledge? What kind of knowledge? it's easy for somebody to just read about something online or read about something on book. Does that make it a knowledge? A knowledge is something that is applied.
As a yes,
Okay,
I ask
you went to school, you went to study mass comm. They teach you mass comm. You don't even know. You've not seen in front of the camera. You don't understand the camera works. You don't know how to engage the audience. These are all things that comes with the personality of a mass communicator.
the biggest, the major problem that it creates is the fact that our educational sector, the graduates are not unemployable because they are unemployable, but because of the fact that 90% of our lecturers today are passed through that line of graduates that are unemployed. That's vis-a-vis the lecturers themselves are unemployed. They don't have, most of these lecturers don't have it. Like if you reference to, most of the lecturers do not have it. They are just, it's just what they teach you is how to pass the exam. Just if you buy my handout, you have passed your test. Look at the caveat. You buy my handout or you buy my textbooks, you have gotten 30% for the test. Then the exam, they give them concentration points to read. This is where I'm going to say the exam from. They don't look, they don't build graduates. They don't build graduates. Most of the lecturers, I'm telling you a basic truth, in our institutions, they are half baked. They are not supposed to even lecture.
No,
The generation of lecturers.
Engineer, let me fair to them. Some of them went to school in my time. Maybe when we were in the uni, there was no computer.
That time people were reading.
Yes, but it's different. Whether you were reading then, it's a new time. This is the 21st century. So there is need to retrain, train on. Exactly. A lecturer must learn, unlearn, and relearn.
And relearn
his own skills. You understand? Because you cannot use what you studied then. See now, the soil must have changed. New technology must have come. There is COVID now. There was no COVID before. Malaria has taken, in fact, mutilation. The way that killed malaria before is not going to kill malaria today. You understand? These are things that a lecturer need to learn. But the environment, the university curriculum, that is where I'm even worried. The university curriculum is the biggest failure. Because if the curriculum is not designed for you to succeed, you can never be succeed. The lecturer will not even know what a lecturer will go and teach what the school say. A lecturer will only deliver the mandate of the school. It's what the school said that it's going to teach. So the fundamental, that's why I bring this university. These people, they look at it. I follow them. Maybe take a look at it. You guys need to take a look at it. This is a glass house. A typical of what I would have seen in Europe. And this is a typical farm. You know, this place now is controlled. You see those small things? Those are the plants. Actually, you can sell this plant. You don't even need to grow it and to the fullest. You can just do this and sell to farmers. This could be palm, there could be tomatoes, there could be anything. This is how you incubate them. So, and if this is what a university can do. Now, two things here. If they do this, one, they'll be training their students practical life, what it really means in agriculture. They will have.
So it means that the ones watering this crop, because as it is now, rain cannot fall on top of this thing.
Exactly. Rain cannot fall on it because it is now irrigation. You are controlling the amount of water that goes into your plant.
Okay.
You don't decide. And you can control the amount of even sun that comes in. So you are in charge. Now what they're doing is AI even now control this. That's what I keep telling you, that in Israel, it is AI that determines the quantity of water that will come, because they know if the water is too much, they will not bring it. So AI control the quantity of water they need and the sun. So you can imagine, this is a controlled environment. This is modern farming. This is the 21st century farming. Now somebody telling me I'm farming in Benue. What does he know? Now it is the duty of the university to blend this one and what is happening today. Everybody cannot immediately change to this. But even if we do it like this, how do we bring this modern knowledge now into work? Now, this is where university is the key. When they say, yes, they are advanced, an ordinary farmer might just go and learn farming and be able to apply and begin to farm, but he may not be able to understand how Israel is moving. He may not understand how the AI is helping. You understand? So all these things need to come in, and that's where university is the key. Our curriculum must be designed in such a way. This is so beautiful as a very typical example. And I'm taking this from the university in Akure, FUTA, Federal University of Technology, Akure. And Mary, I didn't stop there. Look at it. I saw this and I was laughing. Do you know that in most of our universities, you have people doing buka? The university have no buka. Sometimes they have food though. They have, how do you call it? There's a department for which train people. Is it home economics?
Yes.
They cannot even produce. They cannot even set up a good, healthy food, and it's affordable for the student and even for other people to come in and eat. Will it be out of place if Uniben have a buka, a standard buka that even people will drive in, go there and eat, and all this one will be making what? Will be making money for the university. These glasses I saw now will be making money for that university. Again, I picked this from Federal University of Technology, Akure. And as I was, you see, I'm just saying, you see, and then this is what I love. You know, when you see this, what are they doing? They are now defending a project. This is their building. How can a university pay people to come and build more buildings in a university? What are the stupid lecturers and the students doing? Mary, do we really, the guy that built my house in Ogara, na bricklayer. He's not even an engineer. Now bricklayer, Mary. I was saying that, how can I give this project to him? He said, okay, I've been doing it. How can a graduate that studied building engineering not be able to come up with the structure of a plan and be able to tell bricklayers what to do and make sure the building is done? When did be the rocket science when they there? Now, and with see, all right, we're not going to overtrust them today. Now, you know why we have a problem. You see all these big gap, then you come to see people like them wicked, then they commission water. Again, it's not their fault. It's not Wike's fault. Wike does not know that the people to solve water problem in Abuja is actually the University of Abuja. You cannot. How can you be working on a water project in Abuja? You have a university there to even help you out. Free skill, free things, and don't blame Wike. I just want to even thank him for doing the one. At least he's still better. He's still thinking forward. He's still commissioning. What about the rest? They will borrow money. Okowa borrow money to build secretariat. We are owing the money now. The money that bank are borrowed. Now will they pay for that taxes? His son they pay now. But not be his son they pay, now we they pay. Delta State is owing, not Okowa owing. Do you understand that? Let's not go into that today because I don't get upset. I want us to be clinical as we do this. You see, my pain is, let's go back to the university. Let's go back to people who are making progress in life. You understand? And when I got to these people, I was a little bit excited. We now have students who are educated and employed. It's just because they didn't go through a proper education system. And you know what I say every day, Mary? Let me tell you one big problem. Nollywood today, the people operating Nollywood today, they are not the one from the university. These are people that pick up camera and learn online. And through apprenticeship, that's where I'm coming. Through apprenticeship, Nollywood grew themselves. They didn't go to university. The cameramen in Nollywood, they didn't go to university. The editors in Nollywood, they didn't go to university. Hi. Do you hear me? The actors, even the ones that managed to go to theater, in fact, very few of them fit into Nollywood. You'll be asking yourself, why? Now, Look at it, Mary. We have the biggest film industry in the world. Our university is not even producing people to go into that industry. How many film schools do you have? We have theater art. Theater art is different from movie. And even how many theater shows have people watched in Nigeria? Every university in Nigeria have theater art. I know that. We have the Uniben, we have everywhere. But how many of them actually have film production studies? Nigeria is the second producer of film worldwide. Yet your university cannot produce people that will go into that industry that need them. You're producing theater artists. I'm wondering, how many of you go to the theater to watch a show? Mary, have you been to the theater to watch a show? I've only been to one in Lagos because a friend invited me to come and watch a show. Apparently, it's more expensive to watch a theater show in England than to watch it. Do you? So, and I'm just wondering if we are in the same world, or we are just pretending, or we are trying to be stupid or remain stupid in our lives, and begin to turn out people that we don't need. How can you have the best? Do you know that we don't even have a place in Nigeria where we produce students for music? Now we have the look at the success of music in Nigeria today. How many schools teach you how to actually become a music producer? Oh, it's not studied anywhere in the world. That's why that the Chris is creating a film school in England. I can't come home. But Chris, Mary, how many film schools of standard? The only one I know is the one in Jos, run by the NTA and the Nigerian government. Big failure, the total failure of our time. But then, no, people, let's not be sentimental. Then we have Nollywood making us the number one, the second highest movie producers in the world. It's not coming from our education system. There's a problem. Now, let me put it this one. Another pride of the Nigerian state, and I want to really play with this today. Look at this simple. Maybe where am I? I want to stay in these guys. They put pepper in my eyes in those days. When I go bring spare parts come Nigeria at that time, they go gang up. They go use only one price. When the price stop finish, they'll go gang. Say that someone will tell that guy. They will come and price my goods the same price. And I want to sell and go home. Before I know, I sell at a loss. But these guys are demonic sometimes, but I love them. They protected their own business. You know what is so important? Where we are now, this could be Dumota, where they sell spare parts. You know what is beautiful here, maybe? Nobody go to school to learn how to do nobody go to school to learn how to sell spare parts. They don't. As I work with my Oga go teach me how to do spare parts, to sell spare parts. Even it just says so, but there's a skill in sales. You know why I'm so angry with the Igbo too? They're gonna do better. This skill now, they only use it for sale. Imagine if they use it in production, like we have in Aba now. Because Aba moved beyond just selling into production. That is why Aba will be the one to raise Nigeria from where we are. And it's not going to come from the university. It's going to come from these apprenticeship skills. You come and learn from Oga. Look at one thing here. I can see this. These are Papa and Mama, and Papa and daughter. In those days, this is what we see.
Nigerians don't appreciate what Aba made, though. I hope you know. Except they target made in China.
If I be president of Nigeria, you're not going to buy anything foreign. The one we make, you not like it, you go travel, come up for the country for us. It's either you stay with us or you leave. What we produce is what we should be. A man that cannot be satisfied with what his family can, with his wife they cook. That man a useless man. If you not sweet you go give him more money, or you go let go like this. When you dey your own house, the food where your family cook, you say not sweet. Now you be the most useless man on earth. You see, what we're going through today is not only inferiority complex, it's a total failure of a system that refused to be realistic. And now, What I'm even trying to analyze is this. Look at the Igbo apprentice system, and this is the funniest thing. Until CNN came and endorsed it and said this is the highest incubator of successful businesses worldwide, Nigerians never value it. But let me tell you guys one thing. There's apprenticeship in the UK. We have apprenticeship here. In fact, when I set up my school, the first set of people I was taking in are the apprentice. Where they come and learn from you the practical skill. Now they come in to learn the practical skill of filmmaking from us, of broadcasting from us, so they can go and set up their own podcast. When you come here and do this, what I do, you don't look for job. You go and set up. Even I want small room you did. You put your camera there, or you put your small there, you begin to broadcast. You make more money than me. The question is, the stupid education they gave to us in Nigeria, of what use is it? And now, you see the problem? You can keep blaming the student that have been turned out. You can blame the lecturer who is of an older generation. He's lost. He doesn't know what he's doing. Now, there's a big gap. Now, Mary, we are the best in fashion. Nigerian fashion has grown. Oh, my God. Let me tell you guys. They say movie, they make money. They say music, they make money. Fashion make more money than music and movie put together. Nigerian fashion. It makes us more money than music and film put together. That's how powerful fashion is. Now, that's why every time now you see any girl when they finish school, we go do what? We go do open fashion house. Even now, I think your NYC now learn to teach people how to do fashion. When they go and learn the skill. Why did you waste the child time to go and study that rubbish? If you're going to tell him to go and study fashion.
That is the major problem we also have in Nigeria. We're also our own problem, because the reason why we have high rate of unemployment, so many people, we are too dependent on white collar job.
Yes.
9 to 5.
Our parents
so many people want to work, government work, instead of to practice skills.
I think it's colonial mentality. When you get pikin, if you don't want to study medicine, you don't want to study accounting, you don't want to study law, what do you want to can do? You don't want to study engineering. Now be saying a failure. In those days, your child, he must be, if you say want to study music, he decrease. He want to do fashion, he decrease. Fashion designers are making more money than your bloody engineer. They make more money than your lady. Let me tell you this. A fashion designer will make more money today than your medical doctor. Come and tell her, before you know, he's designing the whole fashion for a school. They come to him, to her, to make all the school uniform. When they do Achobi, they are making more money than that bloody medical doctor. Who is stupid? But our parents, no, we all went through that. Oh, what do you want to study? Do you know I was a science student? When I was in the secondary school, now science I enter. It was when I don't grow up, I can't enter arts now. Everybody wonder, those people that know me, they know I'm in the science sector. I did electrical engineering, stop, run away. Oh, you see, my children, there's a problem. The problem is that of mentality. I think when hungry not the big person go change. I know many people now, they not be waiting they teach them for school, they eat again. They don't drop them. They are facing their reality. You understand? So it will dawn on you that they didn't even teach me anything in school. That I now need to wake up on my own. But it's too late. It's not good for the country. We are talking about the skills needed in a country. Now, let's look at Nigeria for what we want right now. What we need is people who can help us grow our farms. We need people who can help us grow the movie industry. Good or not, Nollywood have tried. Do you know our movies will be going higher? Let me say this. Will they make myself we get a film industry? Hollywood generate 1/4 of American economy, the biggest economy in the world. One Hollywood film, you know how much we make? 10 billion, 20 billion US dollars. One movie, we can get there. They don't get 10 heads. All we need is to improve our skills. And look at what AI is doing today. The culture of filmmaking is different now. Are we there? Now, the Nollywood we have today will not get there on time. They will not even get there. Because these are not skills you learn by mistake. The first one we learn now, Mary, and the one where they say, you put camera, action, you cut, you tell a beautiful story. Things don't move past that one. Are we going to adapt that into this? You need the new knowledge. The university need to be teaching. They should be on research constantly. Not the lecturers. No, we don't even have schools teaching film production anyway. But this is a virgin industry that is looking for people. Actually, Nollywood need more skills than you can ever imagine. All these local champions, they call themselves movie stars. Tell them to come out. They'll be angry with me now that I said this. You are a local champion. I have talked about Nollywood with the big BFI. I thought big of us. I talked about it with the Americans. I thought big of us. But the truth is, we lack the skills. Now let me tell you guys something. That's one area. Nobody can tell me that Nollywood cannot generate Nigerian wealth. But we're behind. You know what's the funny part of it? We don't even have distribution. Mary, listen, I put all of them down and I asked them, you make film in Nigeria. After making the film, you give it to Netflix. Are you not stupid? Meaning, we go support the work. Netflix go to make the money. If you not right, you give it to Amazon.
But we don't have a platform of our own now.
Mary, where have we? Is it rocket science?
Who give us that technological advancement? So how we take get that sense to know say we need to get our own platform? Do you think have you thought how did they open YouTube? How did they open YouTube?
First, we never get data bank. That's why I said there's a young guy that run for the office of Delta State. You know when that boy tell me, say, the first thing when he go do now to open data bank for Delta State. I said, what are you talking about? You're talking beyond me, son. I was listening to him. These are the kind of people we need right now. Does nobody know what is data bank? Nobody know what they call data bank? No, Muna Asa. Take Pidgin Asa.
You don't know.
And if you don't have a data bank, where are you going to store the footage? All this one with the film today, so where they go? That's what we call data bank. Is going somewhere. Somebody get to save it. That's why you can tap on it and it's there for you. It has to be stored, Mary. The world we don't have where we store our data. If America cut off us today, all our data is gone. If you cut out of WhatsApp now, all your data is gone. The day YouTube closed one of my channel, everything I have there was gone. Because you don't have your own. Does your country have? The answer is no. Does your country even have control over those data? The answer is no. Some of us, they open yards for television, for that data. They stay somewhere else.
Even Gmail, we don't have Nigerian made Gmail.
No,
you understand?
Yes. The truth is, Gmail is going with Google, is going with YouTube. If Nigeria have NG, we don't get one place where we save our data. Today we can then launch a channel, and then we can then determine who watch our movie, who doesn't. And then we can give YouTube a run for their money. Now we are the biggest black nation on earth, meaning we have a population of 1.4 billion. There is no shortage of markets. Nollywood. So you want to talk now? You guys want to talk to me? Talk. Make I hear. Nollywood, talk to me. I talk beyond what you know. Because I've been through it.
Daddy Chris, they don't know it now. They don't even know how to go about it.
Exactly.
So are you guys to blame them? They don't even know. They just know how to make movies. They don't know how to store it.
The question I asked them when they came to me here, I said, they say, so the best filmmaker in Nigeria is somebody have his film in Netflix. Can you imagine? Your film, if your film then Netflix, now you say you'll be first class filmmaker in Nigeria.
Somebody that studied theater art, that studied how to make movie. How will the person have that knowledge to know where to save their data. It is not even their job. You understand?
And
that is where
is evolving,
the science comes in. In Nigeria, I believe we have people that are creative, just that maybe they have not really seen that avenue for them to showcase it.
You know what is so funny, Mary? I say I go always continue to bless the Igbo man. And I'm saying this with a reason. Do you know why Nollywood succeeded at the beginning? The Igbo guys were already, in those days when the Nigeria play football, they go dub am. And they play the match, they go sell am. They go dub the VHS, they sell.
And it's our people.
Yes. But it was a good thing. So later, when they now find out that we can make our own, they were the ones dubbing and selling. From VHS.
And Chris, do you know that the CD plate is not selling again? And that is one you would have said is our own. CD plate is not selling. Again, if not, that's where marketers get their money from.
The Igbo man. The Igbo man was able to change from VHS to VCD down to VD. Now they don't. When they go to YouTube, some of them get lost because it's a new technology. That's why the distribution of films is no more in our hands. It's not in the hands of YouTube.
This is where you don't blame Nigerians.
Exactly.
YouTube came in. They neglected buying of CD plates.
Exactly.
That's not the problem. YouTube came in. Everybody neglected the normal buying of movies from the marketers. We no longer do it.
So you see, Mary, you see what technology have done. Technology has moved the. You see, I said it's time to move the market of movies from the polite drawing room into the clamor of the streets. Everybody's now a distributor with the use of YouTube. YouTube is somebody's creation. You ask a question, my daughter, where is our own YouTube? I don't think I have time to finish this topic today. If I go into agriculture, which is my pain, they pay me rich bone. I don't sleep while we are hungry. A country like Nigeria hungry, it doesn't make sense. But it just wants to look up. That would be. I've been following movies because this is my area. I can talk at length. I can stay there for 24 hours. Now, in fact, I talk because I'm authority in the field. I can't do that in agriculture, but I can see it. Mary, but the Igbo man has already done his own part. Let me say this. If we're going to get out of this electrical problem we have now Igbo people will go. Now, those Igbo people, when you say they're not educated, now they go take us out of it. Let me explain this to you. At a point in time when NEPA know they work, they came up with generators. Wait, when the generator, I get some flyers of generators. Oh, I know. They came up. And as at the time I was in Nigeria in 2016, Igbo man, they go China. They will come make the generator in his name. Most of the brand of generator you see, they are not the one from China. They are made in an Igbo man name. Now you get the brand. So you make it their name and they always sell. And I said to buy, my guy, when you come, one of them are cool, something cool. Not be thermo cool. Now all cool for Alaba market there. And I was looking at the guy. Because the reason I get to know them, Mary, I came up with a magazine that they should all put their products in my magazine. So that when you enter the market, you can just pick my magazine and go to wherever you want to. Because if you enter Alaba market, you're not going to get anywhere. You don't know who they sell. You understand? So I was trying to find a solution that you can actually go online. That was the solution I gave to them. 2016, Mary, because anywhere I did, I must try to find solution. I have a house behind Alaba International Market. For those of you watching, I'm not guessing. I've been there. You know what's so funny? These guys, the way they went to bring us generator, if they go and bring us solar, the price of solar will fall. Nigerians will
crash
be
prices too.
Before, you know what is it to get a generator? They brought the price down. There was competition. The Igbo man was in the market.
There was a time that this small generator, Tiger generator, was selling.
I passed my neighbor for one.
Almost everybody has Tiger generator.
Hey, you know what now? I know say I hear say one
solar
day now.
I passed my neighbor.
One day now, I passed my neighbor for solar go come. Just to charge your phone. Charge your, at least you get fun, you sleep. I passed my neighbor solar go to come. That's the affordable 100, 200,000. Now Nigeria can sleep well. It's not about the movement. It's going to come from these people. Unfortunately, You know what the Igbo man has not been able to do? They've not been able to go into production. See, this is the thing. Now listen to me, people. The way movie industry before, they were copying movie and sell. If you make a solar plant and give to them, university students, they will sell it. Oh, Mary, let me give you that story of Nollywood. Before, the reason Nollywood succeeded was that Igbo man was already copying movie and sell. So when we made movie, they use it to sell our own. Now Igbo man, they go sell solar plant from Germany, from China. If our students we make a localized made, hallelujah, of a solar plant, then we sell it. We need to be grateful to them. Those are the only educated people in Nigeria. If they're not there would have been no Nollywood today. Open your dirty mouth as much as you want. If without what the Igbo man was doing, there would have been no Nollywood. Because there will be no business without market. Now we don't cut them out. The business of Nollywood have been taken away from us. It's not in the hands of the Americans and the YouTubers. That's why today, when you say Netflix, now they give them money, they go make. Do you know, even in the same Nigeria, is the South African company that is really in charge there? What do you call them, Mary? Although they're Mnet, African Magic, all of them. They're not Nigerians. All the money when they thief, so all the money when a bagger food they thief, they don't get one single thing. In fact, the biggest shopping, when I talk about shopping in Nigeria, shopping alone, when you want to buy food, now chop right. South Africa, where all the money when our people they thief since? I'm not sure make you not thief, but invest them. That's why I said this guy, not my friend, though. That's a former CBN governor. He thief money, but he spend the money for Nigeria now.
MFLA.
May they give my house, yes. May they give my house.
Okay, now a friend because he invests for Nigeria.
Yes. If our thieves invest,
why you don't go invest for Delta State? Why not for Abuja you call the investor?
No, yeah? No. Abuja not see Nigeria, Mary. Let me say this. If the kind of investment that guy did, if our other thieves invest in other sectors, where will for they as a country? Nobody get money, you only control money, you go die live. The worst thing you can do to your people is to carry their destiny and sell it. Like the way they sold us as slaves. Anybody when he sell our money come abroad, send his wife and children come abroad, he's a slave trader. He they enslave our future for our eyes. When you say, oh, this our pikin, my pikin of go school for Nigeria, I will come take the money when 20 children or 100 children think to go to school, they can't pay for one school. You'll be slave trader, God will punish you. I know say this thing not will go well with many people because all of them are now to send my child abroad. When I go punish all of them. Taking abroad a day. You know abroad past me. I don't stay in Europe. I live in the UK. There's a big difference. I don't stay here. I live here. Come and tell me what it means to be here. What a sad generation. And it's so bad. And that's why when I talk, when the CNN said, you know the funniest thing, if Nami talk and if I don't agree, when CNN said that the Igbo apprentice system is the highest incubator of successful small businesses worldwide, we think it's a joke. Let me give you the statistics, maybe. This system has produced, let me tell you, the statistics, about 5,000 billionaires. 5,000, as of 2014, oh, let me show you this. As of 2014, come on, let me see you. The system no want me. No, they make it show me, no one show me. They misbehave. My system decrease. You know, it has produced 5,000 more than it could not produce over 10,000 billionaires.
Because once you finish, you just know that you will make money. That's the truth. Sometimes you can even do bigger than your boss, the person you serve.
Of course.
The only thing is that they did not go to school. They are not educated, but they are dealing with money. And as you are living, you are bringing another person.
Don't even use that stupid word again. They are not educated. Who's an educated person? These are the educated people in the country.
You know the kind of people they marry. Girls they go to school.
Exactly. Yes.
You not see that. If you are not rejecting them, You see fine, educated university graduates that do not keep
Of
in the
course.
house. The problem with most of them is that they don't allow their wives to work. I know
The
them.
girl
They
even
don't allow,
the
they
brand them.
don't
The
allow
girl
their
they
wives
drive
to
for
work.
the girl joins in the business too. Most times the girl will
Most
come
times
do
their
the
wives
business.
don't work. Only the few
Yes.
ones that want to
Mary,
No,
but
the
you know that
ones.
it's Anambra men that mostly engage in this
Mary,
business.
let's understand the
Their wives
timeline.
don't
Most
work.
times, when you are saying their wives don't work, their wives do not work white collar jobs. They don't work in banks and all. But wait, their
What's that
business.
job for
So,
Igbo man?
if you
Cancel.
a lot of if you enter Onitsha market, you go see Igbo man when they get big shop warehouse contain the wives they follow them for the business. The wives of
Yes.
those come and join.
Engineer, let me thank you, engineer, for that thing. Do you know we were to rent a place in Abuja? The last rent. Then they told me that the person want to talk to me, the landlord want to talk to me. When I now talk to the person, now one small beautiful girl, sorry Jennifer, that I have to use you as a case study. I say, this one now this one be the wife of the boss. He say, yeah. This beautiful Jennifer, I say, yeah. And guess what? She's a lawyer.
Hey, thank you.
She was demanding what they demand from me in the UK. Now I just say, when they made the same demand, he said the boss was in UK before. Maybe what I'm saying is that, but you see now how the wife comes in. So it's not true that they don't work, they don't do white collar job. Of course, which man? Everybody when your wife they work somewhere, meaning you don't pay first now. As a man, exactly. You're supposed to create something for you and your family now. Don't the women not here. You understand? Now, what the typical Yoruba man go like to do, say the job when I create, not me and my wife to do. Not be the one you go somewhere that they look your yansh in the money. Are they fear? You understand? No verse. Anyway, that's by the way. Let's discuss other things.
So that the case, do you understand now why I said some people are educated and not smart? Why are they succeeding more in the business? These are people who didn't go to school. And I said there's a difference between someone
and the language I don't want you to
educated.
use is to call them uneducated. That is a wrong language. Because an educated person will have a skill that will be useful to society. I asked now one question here one day. Somebody when he study mechanic, when he go study mechanical, not be mechanical engineer, see engineer there. And the boy when he go do apprenticeship mechanic, you don't see any mechanic when no get job.
Exactly.
How many mechanic dey the street of Nigeria when no get job?
But many mechanical engineers will not get job.
But how many engineers not get job?
Plenty.
Amen.
Most of them that went to the school, bring them to the field, give them the tools. They can't even do the work.
I said, and like what we've been saying today, I'll try and stop because we need to spend more time on this topic. And it's a very big problem to us. And I just trace it to Nollywood today. If we stay with agric or stay with engineering, we will not live here today. But it's so sad that, and in the same country, we have success stories. We're not looking for it. It's there. And that's why I challenge the engineering student. If Uniben can get out of that hole, you know, Uniben, they study microbiology, meaning they can know how to purify water. Hello, we will have the best water from Uniben. If Uniben begin to give us water, that will be the most reliable water we will ever drink. Is it rocket science? Now, ordinary man, how they give up pure water, they drink so. When I talk, I go TikTok. Ordinary street guy, now he go give us pure water. You know the pure water, when they made it, they drink. I say, man, you know what you do so? Don't tell me, say you get color now. Now only 2 malaria we get. Not be malaria, not a fever. If not be malaria, the other one are waiting. Give me the name now, Mary. You know they call it close eye.
Make they cure them now. Fever. Fever, that malaria, that the 2 things so they worry people for Nigeria.
No, other malaria, the other one.
Is it typhoid?
Mm-hmm. The typhoid, you know, say that water they call that one. Uniben for save us. The university for don't save us typhoid for the country. We drink back.
And that Emeka when they cure, I mean, no go school. No.
What do you go to for school? Emeka don't sell chemist for so many years.
He still go like chemist. If you go learn like 5 years, open your chemist shop. Emeka
exactly.
You know, but the thing is, Nigeria, in as much as we don't know, knowingly or unknowingly, we are divided into different distinct phases. You see, the Yoruba man spends time going to school, right? While the Igbo man spends time doing business. Whether we like it or not. We did not plan it though, but that's how it has been. You see,
I agree with you. You know what he do? Now, out of the greed, you see, I want to work, teach their people how to go to school, and they were going to study most history, this and that. They control the Nigerian stock exchange. They do economics. Okay, maybe that one good for now. When not you're not there again, the stock exchange when I want control, now will tell me. No practicality in the whole education system. It's not applicable to even Nigeria. You know what I said? I just finished law. How can I study law in England and be useful in Nigeria? I studied the law of England. Mary, how can I be better than somebody that studied law in Nigeria? But the question is Nigerian curriculum geared towards the legal system in Nigeria? That's the question. I've not looked at it. That's why when you finish law, they'll tell you go and study, go to law school. Even if I study law here, it not means I will go practice. I will still go do the law according how you go to fitting into the UK before I will be practice as a lawyer in the UK. My people, there is no education must be adapted. That's why when engineer was looking at that word, he was looking at the definition of engineer. One of the words is adaptability. It must be adapted to the society, otherwise it's useless. I may be a good engineer in the UK, I will be useless in Nigeria. If the kind motor when I tell learn here now only new motor, and the motor when they in Nigeria, now the old ones. Now the engineer when they Nigeria, now they're useful. Mary, how can I be studying new engineering? Say our motor now only modern one. The motor in the UK is not the kind of motor in Nigeria. So even if you study engineering in the UK, you are useless in Nigeria. As at today. So we must learn. Our lecturers, let me say this to them. You guys need to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Oh God. It's not a shame. It's not out of place to learn and relearn and unlearn what you have already got.
At all.
If we're going to move forward, there will be need to retrain our teachers. There's a need to rejuggle the curriculum. And there's need to actually begin to prepare a curriculum. You see, this is what the society will need. Now, if we know that farmers we need more, our focus will be on producing farmers. Then if we get shortage of technical people, our focus will be on producing those, not just grammar.
You also got the way Mark is controlling people. Everybody in Nigeria wants to create content. Everybody wants to make sure they are posting every day to see if they can make earnings. Exactly. You understand? That is why
but that is a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's why they will continue to be rich.
Exactly. Because if you say it's not, no, that is the trend. Young people can become billionaires for just creating content online. And they do it with the mobile phone. You when you go study medicine, you know, get job. Hungry will kill you for them. In Jesus' name. Let's go.
Amen.
Let's look at the newspapers.
Mary, say amen to that.
Because the old system, we need to shift small. The world is becoming so organized. You understand?
That prayer.
You understand that? Not be say we dey talk am. People wey go school no dey to make money again. That be the truth. Now the practical part that I dey pay. If you depend on only the point.
Mary, the movie starts when you get today. You think that I'm waiting to study? I better go ask them.
Also, I'm engineer now. Also, I'm studying engineering now.
Most of them, they know yourself now. You understand? Yes. So if you look at their career, now few people study theater art. I know say Richard study theater art. Theater art. Not be movie, theater art. Theater art is a different business from movie. I know you know what I'm saying, man. But you see, but they were able to find a new corner and they jumped in. Thank God it was fresh. By the time young people begin to give you run for your money, you find that these old directors will give way for new directors. Let me use the word again. The new directors are coming. No? They are coming with new ways of making movies. All of us who are old will give way. And we will learn and relearn. Maybe there's need to rejuggle the Nigerian education system. All these old lecturers will come and begin to learn and relearn from the new ones. So that the system will move forward. The essence of having a university in a place is to be the source of research. They move forward. The university is a hub. When they go create university, they don't know the meaning, like political reason. You just create university because you yesterday they create university. University is the most important instrument that can be used to grow a society. But it's your own doing the same. I know the theater art department in I spoke to the guy there, the head of the department in Abraka University. They are sleeping. You know what I call sleeping? I ain't with them.
That's true.
But imagine what you can do with only theater art department. Only upgrade the skills more. Now we don't know, we don't do theater. Nobody going to theater. You know when I got to Nigeria, let me tell you, 2014, 2015, 2016, when I was in Nigeria, people couldn't buy data. Data, people know they go online. I found out that nobody have data to watch my YouTube channel. What I did, I decided to convert some of my content into magazine. That's how magazine came about. That's where SRT magazine came. If your channel of sales is not working, you have to do something that the people can watch. With the magazine, people can still open the book and buy my magazine. I was making money. So today, theater art is not selling in Nigeria. How many theater stage you get? Convert it into movie production. In fact, we should be the best movie producers in the world. And guess what? Maybe you just say something, one big secret. You can make content and post online and become a rich man. So imagine if your skill that you're going to take from that bloody theater art is how to use camera to make content. Before you finish it, your channel don't grow. Look at Para, look at Very Dark Man. Now only phone everything do, you go talk. Para now only this one. He didn't go to one. The time he said I go school, go study theater art. But how do you adapt what they're doing to what you're doing? Do you need a rocket science? Is that rocket science? Now what we are doing is not working. We need to change. May God help us. Maybe let's take it to that. It's already 1 hour into the show. I talk too much. That's why I want to stop sometimes. Let me stop. Let's do the paper.
Voila. Let's start with the point true. And increase the analyze and the quarrel itself. Chief of Defense Staff 2027 polls behind surge in killings. And the writer says steady flow of foreign cash empowering terrorists. Coming from Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff. Nigeria facing growing security risks from Sahel conflicts. Defense Chief. And you can find this story on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Moving forward, we have our UK recognizes Alaafin as Yoruba's supreme ruler. Owuade tells Oni on page 3. UK leads Nigeria first quarter capital inflow with 5.5 trillion naira on page 26. PDP crisis. Wike camp rejects zoning talks with Makinde and Diri. PDP governors convene in Zamfara to resolve convention deadlock and party crisis on page 2. We have our EFCC. NIS expel another 51 foreigners jailed for cyber fraud offenses. And this story is on page 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper.
There are plenty. But we
are working. Nigeria, we are working. Just no bother yourself. It look as if it's only us that are pursuing from other country. We are chasing people out. We cannot corrupt this our innocent country.
It's very good to know that people are coming to Nigeria to commit crime. So it's
so that we said we are pursuing people. We don't need people to come and corrupt us. Before US president, we
they're coming to corrupt us.
The national TV will be announcing US people don't go to Nigeria. Nigeria is not secured. We are telling them that they are the one that is corrupting this country for us. Because Nigeria person that is innocent will just be there. One China person will come and employ you and be teaching you how to
teach you how to do evil. Yes.
And they're always paying well, oh. They're always paying well. The one that they just
But they're
open one,
making
they
money
was
in the
feeding
wrong way
for
now.
the show. They
They're
employ
making
them.
money.
I think it was 150,000 plus accommodation plus feeding. If they are not feeding you in a day, they give you 3,000 naira every day. It is too good to be true. It was not up to 3 months. They came and packed all of them. Because they will share free laptops for all of them. They came and packed all of them. I don't know who gave you EFCC the information.
But the Chinese people are just stupid though. Listen, if they really want to use this cyber and this internet job, there's a lot of, you see, Mary, I've been crying every day here. That in fact the university, at the best for Nigerian university. Do you know that in Nigerian university alone can come and take up jobs? They will do it better than that decrease. To take up customer service and create a corner where you train people and then become a place where we do customer services. So businesses abroad.
The gullible Nigerians that needs a job. What do you expect them to do? When I was one that still said it on this show now. When these people were looking for staff that they were announcing that time, all these things used to move me, sha. And they were looking for staff. It was everywhere. Oh, they say go. I know the area. I don't want to shout the name. It's not even far from me. Go there for interview. They needed plenty people. They needed marketers. They'll not tell you there's free boss. This one is something I know. It's not something I don't know. But they not just make a move. They have free boss for marketers, computer operators, kitchen, that is chef. I said, which kind of company be this one? Where they connect chef. Different this thing. I say if you don't reach 2 months, company scatter. After that, we employ people. I think they pay them first, second month. I don't know who even gave you FCC information. One afternoon, you just invaded the place. If you see laptops. So when I started seeing the news, on internet, I said, "Sure, is this place?" Finally, I knew one person that got a job there. I said, "How far?" They say they don't catch in a company. The person did not tell me, sha. But I said, make I do smart, but I call him and I say, I say they don't catch in a company. He said, thank God, yo. Then go chop. He just make it come out. They give him normal 3K, daily 3K. Then I come and go chop. Before I come back, somebody tell and say, no go here. They don't catch people. I say,
but these people, what gave them the mind to even come to Nigeria to do such thing? Because of the image Nigeria already has. They feel this is the right place to do this because they're already doing it. The country is corrupt.
I think there are two things there. There's no, there is labor in Nigeria. These graduates we are not using. It's easy to train them into something useful.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The Nigerian university now, I've taught them, just bring them out. At least give them secondary education, secondary school education. Our university today, I take it as secondary education. But you can then train them to what you want. Do you understand? And so if children that can actually work in this kind of place, they can do customer services. There's so many people.
You give them a lot of application to scam people. I know Nigeria, we know how to learn very well. Anytime a Nigerian guy learns this thing from you, they will not take. In fact, they are your apprentice. They are learning on the job. This one that they want to open their own office and start it.
Apprenticeship when we talk, not being with the same thing. The apprenticeship when we talk Malabaso, not be the same.
So that's our fraud. Within 2 months they catch them. Imagine say they succeed 1 year. Nigerian person go finish una because they have learned it. Yeah, so they have learned it. Tomorrow they'll say Nigeria is corrupt. Who taught them how to be corrupt? Who?
No, it's very good that we're facing this kind of people. May God begin to reveal their asses.
When the called them that decrease, there was a news flying that it's not Nigeria, and this other people they will pay. Now all these other people they know they will use money and pay everything or they'll continue. But me, I'm surprised that they are sending them back. It means that maybe they claim that our EFCC will collect bribe, but unfortunately, the way they are sending them back, that means their money did not solve any problem.
Maybe this is a big country. This is a big country. The one we are sending back now is a tip on the island. There are so many still there. So many. No, is it not the same Chinese people that took some people to South Africa they were talking about? That is how much the government of Nigeria is so stupid. That you have these young people that you can't put to good use.
Chris, you know the annoying part? There were 6 that were.
Why are they not staying in China, safe? Must they come down to Nigeria?
No, they do the business. Are everywhere. They are even in the UK. No, it's a population of 1.something billion. No, it not be 2 billion.
Yes.
People. They talk. There are plenty. Now, if China
You know,
they want to take over Africa, they can see the market in Africa. They can see the, say, I did I not say something here? I say Africa is the promised land where you can go and tap on human resources and tap on natural resources. Why would Chinese no? Chinese is coming to take their own share of the African cake. Europe don't take their own finish. It's time for Chinese to come and take their
they're not even succeeding because they're always catching them. They're not even
Who says
succeeding
so?
at all.
Who says so, Mary? You know
You know,
how much China is
I used to have this. I used to have this belief that it's because Nigeria is too populated. That is why maybe the country is difficult because it's too big. But when I heard that China self pass us, so how comes China plenty pass us and they're still
times 4. India pass you times 4. China, not compared to us to China. You know what is, Mary? What we're saying is not this in a joke. The African cake. You hear say Tinubu, I think they one of the headline. Tinubu just go Japan.
Japan.
Go you know us.
He's on his way to now.
You get one video where they and they cry. But do you know why they are hosting us? So Japanese government don't do anything. They don't get anything to do. They get too much money to throw. Then they say, African leaders wanna come. I won't just give them money. They don't get their own problem.
But why are they hosting such conference for African development there in Japan?
Yes, because they get their interest. Japan get their interest. Chinese get their interest. Europe get their interest. America get their interest. What they want is your natural resources and human resources. And that is what you don't see. You have it. God gave it to you. You don't know. God gave you a promised land. You don't know what's the promised land. Wait, now that Israel, when he get dry land, so now there be promised land. Where is the true promised land? The promised land God talk about in the Bible. Where is it? Mona asked myself that question. So that your pastor, when they preach on Sunday, ask her, where is promised land? The reason they invited your leaders to Japan, that's something, and you'll be promised land. God give unto them. Unfortunately, we don't know. It's very clear. No. But human being, not only the resources when they grant. That's why America come, they carry us as slaves. We see the Europe now, they're everywhere. The promised land. I'm going to write a big article, Africa, the promised land. We need to rewrite our Bible, people. Somebody promised Africa. Somebody promised our forefathers. God promised our father a land flowing with milk and honey. That is where we are today. Maybe if we tell African child that story, he gonna say, "You know, they do be blessed. You don't need to come here." They are when they carry money, come here, come marry fool. How can an African leader get wife? He go carry wife and the children come abroad. All of them, all the fools you see, their children get resident for Europe now. These are Mary. If you see the kind of people they talk to, we don't see the village fools. Once they don't get this one, they will carry their wife and their children, the couple they here. I'm the wondering, I say, this guy, that country where you foresee this money thief, they carry your wife home. So you're not good to stay with your wife and your children. Imagine how much you will make there. Oh God bless Africa. The country you don't do anything, you fit take money, carry your wife and the children come. Imagine if you invest in that place. Imagine how much you would make. That's why the owner of Zenith Bank was telling you that the kind of money they made for their shareholder, no, that money cannot be made anywhere in the world. Not in the God owns land called America. No, that Nigeria be God owns land. Where the Zenith man they make money, you don't call and God owns land. It's in America be God owns land. But the money in Nigeria now, if they make more money than the God owns land, they're not the warrior. They're not making a change in language. Where they go? I get problem with so many people. They're not going about
okay, the chief of defense staff, General Christopher Musa, made a statement that this killings and insecurity, according to him, says as a result of 2027 general election. And he went further to make a statement saying that in as much as bandits, their sole aim is to make money and destabilize the society. And we should also see it from the political angle, because that if there is peace in the country, the government seems to be doing well. But that when there is no peace, the government, right, it seems to be failing. So, according to what he's saying, that this so insecurity stuff is political. That these people are not just working on their own. You understand? That they are being sponsored
Mary, he
by
is the
other
head of the
people.
he's the head of the security. He's the head of it. Can you just tell us who we are talking about? Or the people sponsoring them are those?
They are. If you read everything he said, he did not call anybody's name, but he said this. We should look at it from the political angle.
And he cannot arrest them.
That's what they
And
do.
he, and
They
he
don't
cannot arrest
mention
them.
names.
And he
They don't
cannot
mention
arrest them.
names.
Wait, oh, no, you know the people, you not be arrest them. You they
He
allow
made
them to
mention
destroy
of
your
why
government.
not is suffering Benue continuous attack. That yes, the bandits want to destabilize the community, but that someone is sponsoring it. That is a political
We had that.
stuff.
The
So I don't know if
question
he's trying to fight for the present government to make it look like somebody is trying to spoil this
My
present
biggest,
government.
they should mention names. That's the problem we have with accountability. Mention names. Why are they afraid?
or even
They
arrest
should
them.
mention names so that we
Let
can
him
move.
arrest them.
Yes,
You know, it's easy to come
get
on
the person
YouTube and
arrested.
say
That's the
things
problem we
rubbish.
have that decrease.
Arrest the man,
They
arrest the
just
people.
complain,
Even if you don't want
Nobody
to,
mentions name. We know the people
Yeah.
that are doing. We know the people. This.
if you're not
We know
sure,
the people. Are
then
they
keep
ghosts? Are they
quiet.
mercenaries?
No, exactly.
Keep
If you're not
quiet.
sure, mister, shut your mouth. If you are sure, arrest them.
If he's telling us that the steady flow of foreign cash, you understand, is what is sponsoring the insecurity. Okay, we now know that this is what is sponsoring it. Who are the people? Because what do we do with this information now? It's not complete
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. And if in charge, they will suppose to be talking. He will ask you, say, why are they that
I mean, even chief of
But
defense
you are
staff,
saying
they fear. If chief of defense staff they fear, who come with me to the
it's
toilet?
because
Then I said, be careful, oh. Chief of defense staff, no, they call name. You dey for TV, they call name. But chief of defense staff, they careful.
Yes, so
As they make in comments.
Wow. I'm gonna say I not be that country because I can see we say fear every day for everybody. Anyway,
You know, the thing is, we are in a country whereby if you're not doing what some people want, they can easily just shift you on
they
side.
brand you, they give you a name.
It's not something you can even control. So they'll
Yes.
tell you, just be very careful. That is why you see that some blogs that are carrying news with so much boldness, they are faceless blogs. The one where they know who get them, they
Yes.
carry anyhow news. That's the truth.
I can understand that, Mary. And this is where investigative journalism is. Again, like I said before, I don't say to Nollywood. The next lecture I will deliver to Nollywood, and I told them, it is time for Nollywood to use their gun to stop just entertaining Nigeria, to use it to correct the ills in our society. I am challenging documentary filmmakers to come up in Nigeria. One, if they do that, one, they will be documenting our history, and two, they will be correcting the ills in our society. As when they make so many films, and they ask how many documentaries will they make? Educated people, what did they do? They watch documentaries. Movie, this camera, they don't give you just to make how boy and girl they fall in love. It's a gun. Do you understand what you do with the gun?
Shoot.
Thank you. Let us use it well, Nollywood. Let us use the gun in our possession. Nigerians, young people, let us use the gun in our possession. Actually, it's working with ordinary people. That's why I think can send us some of this video. Look at this. See what they're doing to me, Afima. That is the use of the gun. The reason the Anambra State governor was they smell for they shit for body all the past few days. Now because of the video of that girl when they released. You understand? So you can do a lot with it. But the question I ask Nollywood is, no, be the expert, I'm not going to get camera for the country. What do I think I do? Now Nollywood see they go follow governor, they dance. When you know say the governor now lodo, you declare for us so that you go give you money. our guests, we know say una no fit blame una. Now they fail they build the highest house. Even when we know say na 2,000 naira they pay una for free. We not go talk because the Christmas hate me before. I no get friend. The day when I go face money mucha, say when I not use this gun well, we not go be friends again. Mona help me beg Nollywood. The way they get better face, so everybody don't know them. They should come out and make some beautiful statement on what is wrong. That's why I like this guy, Coco. What's his name? The one that was working with Peter before. I don't know why I called the fight Peter. Because that guy, you know, you come out, you are known. Thank God you are a lawyer. He's using it. Only thing I want to discuss with him, say, why Peter? You don't know, say, there's something they call integrity. The person when you follow day to day, now na share ideas together. Una go know na secret. Husband and wife, any wife when I marry, any woman when they leave husband, he got they talk anyhow. Wait, husband and this. I say, I don't hear. So the guy want to come with me. They your husband and this, I said, oh, madam, you born two pikin for the marriage. So the man useless, you born one. Useless, you born two. You get one guy named say, I don't know me. Everything understand what they are talk. You know the way they talk. I don't know me. Woman when they leave marriage. You know, it just like woman when leave marriage, they say nothing there. You understand? That's what we're talking. Is that no man now? But useless man. Every time you say any woman when they leave marriage, if you ask her, say that one, hey, no man, that man, a useless man. That's why sometimes I'm very careful. Even when I leave a relationship, be with a guy or a man, I mind what I say. And for me to say something, meaning I'm defending myself. It will be difficult for me to tell you what went wrong, unless that person pushed me, then I'll be forced to defend myself. Integrity tells me that whoever you are with, now you know your secret. Everybody, if you want to know me, come see one of the shits in the morning. We all have our vulnerable. Now your wife know when you shit. Now know when you piss. Now know the small sickness when they your body. Now know how they eat. Now knows whether they snore or not.
Now why couple they easily see each other finish now?
Huh?
Now they easily see each other finish.
That's all. So that's why you're not supposed to open your mouth, talk whether the marriage break or not. There were moments spent. Don't tell us only the bad part alone. Not tell us about the
this issue between the Abuja minister and the Oyo State governor, Makinde.
Mm.
It's because Wike rejected the Southern zoning leader. You can see that they repeated the story in a way today on the point. PDP crisis, Wike camp reject zoning talks with Makinde and Diri. And PDP governors convened in Zamfara to resolve convention deadlock, party crisis. I think that is how he's trying to derail the convention that will be held in November. Because I don't know if people need to do something based on what Wike wants.
But what did Wike say? I didn't really understand what he's looking for now. He said that the governor, the president should go to where?
Okay, you know that this southern this thing that PDP they are trying to pick. I think it's from Bayelsa State Governor. That is name Duye something. Bayelsa State Governor.
Diri.
So okay, this is their 102nd convention that is supposed to hold on November. But Wike is trying to make sure he disrupts it. Reason is because he has rejected their Southern Leaders Zoning Consultative meeting that was held in Lagos on Wednesday. And according to source, the governors are expected to arrive in Gusau, which is Zamfara State, the state capital, on Friday before holding deliberations and the next day on pressing issues that must be resolved to ensure a smooth national convention in Ibadan, which was the convention that he's trying to make sure it did not hold. So now they say that meanwhile, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, other governors and their allies are committed to ensuring that the convention proceeds as planned in line with the party's constitution. Amid these tensions, the zoning committee led by Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri continued its consultation across all regions as promised at its inauguration on August 14th, and consequently held a meeting with southern stakeholders in Lagos. The 44-member committee chaired by Diri is expected to propose a zoning formula for the 19 National Working Committee position between the North and the South at the 102nd National Executive Committee meeting next Monday. At the meeting, the NEC will decide whether to adopt, reject, or amend the committee recommendations. However, just hours before the Lagos Southern zoning talks commenced, a few state chairmen, former governors, National Assembly members, and other key stakeholders aligned with Wike camp and publicly distanced themselves from the gathering. The PDP leaders, in a statement, are jointly signed by party chairman from Imo State, Abia, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Rivers State, alongside National Assembly leaders and other stakeholders, on Thursday dismissed any resolution committees or outcomes.
So in other words, they have this internal crisis on
yes
where the meeting will be held. They're not even discussing.
They are not united again. And even that convention they want to hold, Wike does not want it to hold. And that's the tension they're having.
I never understand it. Anyway, Wike go call judge case now, go win. Wike be like my ex. If me and my ex get wahala, no vex, madam. If you go ask that question, you will come back and shoot me. That was a big judge case. No, I go so I know they talk. So Wike go come out there and go defend the matter and you go to go kill the other people. So Wike a good judge, a lawyer. So leave up. You know, I said my ex, but I know you're supposed to study over that. Anyway, that's by the way. There are some people. Wike is a good lawyer. You know how to lie, and he's really very. He knows how to lie.
We have Nigerian foreign exchange reserves rose to $41 billion.
Exactly, it's a kind of good news, eh? A good news for
2025.
Yes.
The highest level recorded in 44 months, according to data from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Nice one. Not only bad news we go to read now. When we see good one, we'll talk.
That's a good one.
Yes.
When I read, I think I came across it somewhere. I said, okay, Tinubu is doing well. You know what, but Tinubu, these are figures that somebody just say. It doesn't mean anything to us. It's like nobody will go to school, go know how to cram. It's rote learning. We want to see the practical effect on our economy. Tell us that Nigeria no more spend 10 billion on food. That we are now exporting society. This will not be rocket science, will not be mumu. It's a simple thing. You know, international trade taught us that if your export is more than your import, then your economy will grow. What are you selling to them? That made our foreign exchange to be there. You see, until you tell people that laymen, say as I today, see what they say. Do you know the last convention Tinubu went? I don't want to show that thing. When you see the Nigerian corner, the one that happened in Japan, there was no display of Nigerian goods there. It's not as if we don't have products. Those people, when they go, they go carry the whole entourage, go there. For no good reason. Like the say, governor, carry all the entourage, go. They're not showcasing anything. You know, it doesn't say when we go to church, maybe. Someone say, in Jesus' name, hallelujah, amen. He never asked anything from God. I say, all this one, I don't do now. You shout, amen, hallelujah, ooh.
Amen.
What are you supposed to ask for? Nobody shall go, not tell God, so God will beg you.
And you know, what when I ask to retire, the lecturers they talk. Retire lecturers say they don't want to collect 150K a month. I mean, at the quiz, let's see the last story on Daily Times. This will funny, okay. In as much as I support pension, you get one way I know they support though.
Priority lecturers.
ASU rejects 150,000 naira monthly pension for retired lecturers. And in fact, I don't need to even read more further. You people will understand already. May go on strike. How?
Now maybe I don't get of pay pension.
So that's 150K na no collect.
Let me go answer you.
No, support them, Mary, support them.
They go on strike because every day be civil servant.
No, if the one I'm fighting for, those ones that they used to pay 5,000, 10,000 monthly. But 150K, what do that do? What do that work? They want to
When they
protect
continuously
lecturer.
they go on strike.
I beg, they
When
should go
they
on
say
strike. I beg, they should go on strike.
The
Nobody should go
major
and
pain
start
of
them.
all the major pain of all these unions, we say, once politicians are leaving office, they pay them their severance allowance immediately before you even next 1-2 days. You have paid your severance allowance, and it's in the hundreds of millions, some in the millions, some in the hundreds of millions. They pay them. Those of them that some of
Which woman they chop their money, self?
as former state governors, they are still being paid pension as former state governors. Every Christmas, they are giving on. Then they give them things. That they give them. If you drop trailer of rice, made a share for constituency for one person because a former governor. They pay you as former deputy governor, and you are in the Senate and House of Rep. They are still collecting. I mean, that's why you see most times the only issue with is where these lecturers channel their energy to. At times, some of these they are going on strike. The government doesn't fret.
They say retired lecturer. They are complaining of rising cost of electricity, rising cost of transportation, rising cost of housing. They say retired lecturer. They are complaining of rising cost of electricity, rising cost of housing, rising cost of transportation. Where did they go? Where did they go?
No, Mary,
Mary, don't say where they go. Most of these retired lecturers, they lecture in all these private universities. We have lecturers. I know of lecturers that are lecturing.
So the federal government go pay them as pension. They go lecture for private universities.
They know what government should do the right thing. That's their own. If government feel they pay themselves, they should pay them too. If you come public service, retired pension, retired school servant,
retired 150,000 naira pension for retired.
I understand, engineer. The argument is as long as politicians can pay themselves, we should be paid too. It's not because it's not because we were productive when you were in office. Or the people were productive when they were in office. It's not about your productivity. You see, this is the mistake. When you see, most of these things are not even controlled by government. I don't think the UK government control your pension. The money is there. It's control. It's there for you. And that is how it works. You know, these are schemes that should be running that the government will have no say. No government of them will be changing it or changing that. But because we don't have the productivity level, you are waiting for oil money of tomorrow to pay for your pension. Not the work you work today, the oil money of tomorrow. And then the pension they come from. And that's the fear.
For the oil money.
We're not gonna end up retired. We'll end up hungry. This is only what I was saying with Edney the other day, one of the best. We must learn to live outside this stupid government cycle. The government should not even be having say in what happened to some sectors. The UK government don't even know how things are happening. If, for instance, now the universities are making their own money now in the UK, do they need government to pay their pension? It's a private money already there. You get it. Now, because the government and these lecturers are the one eating oil money, that's why they're fighting themselves over it. They don't have my sympathy. They don't have a single sympathy from. You're sharing money from oil. Be productive in your sector, and your sector will take care of you. University lecturers in UK, they don't wait for government.
You don't even understand why I'm shocked. They're not talking about present lecturers, retired lecturers.
I know.
Like they have retired and they're rejecting 150,000 naira every month. Retired lecturer going on strike. Who will it affect? Because I don't understand.
The current one will go on strike now.
No, it is not the retired lecturers that will go on strike. It's the present lecturer. It's a solidarity strike. Now, Mary, understand something. I'm coming. Read first. How much are they being paid now? They were being paid a certain amount, and that was a negotiation. The negotiation now led to 150. They said no. They want them to come to the agreement. They agree, the tripartite agreement. So let's understand where this grudge is coming from. So you get the lecturers are going to go on strike because everybody will become pensioner. The ones that are working now will become pensioners one day. The issue is the pension management fund is not being managed like Chris is saying. Universities in the UK generate their own resources, so these issues don't come up. But yeah, there's over dependence on government for funding.
Government.
Without government, there's nothing. For government, for funding of almost everything, there's TED fund. Most corporations pay money. That's what we call TED fund. They pay money to the TED fund account, and that is what they disburse. If you go to most higher institutions, you see this building by TED fund, this bus, TED fund, TED fund. But then it's still a conduit pipe. If you know money when they loot, if they are giving this university 60% or 40%, they are stealing 60%. Believe what I'm telling you. So there's a lot of issues. So there are underlying issues that are not being brought to public view. So that's just the reason that it's a solidarity strike, not that because they are. Besides all that, most of these lecturers are still lecturing.
Yes, I know, engineer. I mean, like I said, I share their frustration, but like I said, they don't have my sympathy. There's an example of the same people who are intelligent and are useless.
That's it.
You should not be a lecturer in any institution and retire in that institution without any impact. If you be a big lecturer, how about the impact? If by the time you are retiring, you don't even get your farm.
You might not even need that. You just continue with the farm that you have structured.
Thank you.
You continue with the mechanized farm.
If you are a writer,
you might not need
to write.
In fact,
if you are in the theater, you have become a director.
Yes, you can become the university. You now become a consultant for the university. You become a consultant in farm.
If I am a lecturer today at the theater art in any of the university, I will already be a director of movies. I already need to upgrade my skill. There's an industry for me. When do I go to sit down for them? You don't have my sympathy, sir. There is no skill you have in Nigeria that cannot be put to good. The land is like I said, is a fertile land. Anything you put, you will grow. You know that Nigeria is the only place you put anything, it will grow.
Yes, now.
I'm not talking of the soil alone. Any idea you throw, it will sell.
Because we have the population for market.
Exactly. That you are a lecturer and you choose to stay there. Hunger are your portion. No vex. Hunger because you rape our children. Hunger are your portion. If you wake up today that the university become to be productive and you choose to be productive, Nigeria will grow. You know, it's a simple thing. We need to be productive individually. Then the university must be productive. A lecturer, imagine what you study. You never write one book. Now hand out when you take to collect money like that. Because you are so comfortable in your stupid fat stomach. How can you be blessed? Meanwhile, you are living in the fertile land, like engineer said. Anything you put in Nigeria will sell. Anything. And it's so easy to change skill. Many. A lecturer have a transferable skill already. There's no lecturer that cannot fit into the movie industry of today. There's no lecturer that cannot fit into marketing. With the new online market, there's nothing a lecturer cannot do online. Make you help me answer. Take Urobo answer. What did they do since? They wait for pension money. Hungry go beat you. Because you are not innovative, our children are no more innovative. You are shunning out thieves and murderers. Because you are not useful. And that's why you cannot even influence your university to be useful. Like I asked now, Mary, imagine say Uniben get Booker. How much Uniben going to make? They need to wait for that money when engineer talk. Do you know only Uniben water and Uniben food? It could be. Man, come on, man. Look at the good tastes in Nigeria. Good place where you go and eat. Uniben not get, not one. Because it's not their business, it's not their interest to make that. Now only one department is supposed to go. Uniben office get solar panel. May they give our Alaba people, may they help us sell out. Alaba people help us to sell movies. If you bring solar panel, they help Japanese, they sell generator. They go sell that your panel. Nothing Igbo man office sell. How can you be in that land, you know they do anything? You say, they wait for pension. I'm not talking to you, I'm not going to show for that. National. Mary, can we go to Emily now?
Yes.
Okay, let's take the trending news for the day. We have a viral video of one Mr. Cletus Emmanuel that narrated his encounter with our Nigeria police in Rivers State. Of how he took his car to the car wash. On his way back, he encountered these policemen that asked for his documents. They went through his documents and they saw that the permit for tinted glass is expired. And they told him that he has to give them 1 million naira bribe before they can let him go.
That's the problem now.
1 million naira.
They always make money from everything.
Jesus.
Police, they find 1 million.
Are saying these people, when they come back to say they need pension, is a
exactly. They want for pension with this.
After they take 1 million naira, later they will come for pension.
For robbing us. I mean, let's listen to let's watch the video before I go cut.
So we have the video. If you can see the video of his narration.
Yes. Wash my car. On our way coming back after washing the car, some police stopped us down along that Iboichie road, that Oyibo side, that new interlocking roundabout road close to that side. They stopped me down. They asked me for my papers. They said I should wind down my front. I went at the front side. They said I should wind down the rear mirror. I wind down the rear mirror, which I did. He now demanded for my papers. I brought out the papers. I handed it over to him. Are you aware? I say, yes, sir. So what are you doing about it? So I'm going for renewal, but their portal is somehow crowded. He now said, okay. How? What are we going to do now? I mean, I don't know, maybe officer and all those kind of things, like our father, all those things. What are we going to do? He now said, I should revise the car. We should go to the station. I thought I never reach that level. Now I go just revise car. We go put it for me. This thing time still there. Now we just laughing, like it happened like a joke. We're laughing because it wasn't serious. You cannot say normal. Yeah, sometimes we all day will laugh. Normal road. They pass every day. Go my house. Right now, I call the policeman. Something I go do now to make I go house. The policeman come to say, make I give him 1 meter. Jokefully. I come to say, how is I know who ruler or tape now? I want to give you measure 1 meter. Give you. We now laugh. I say, don't joke with me. What is what? I think you know 1 meter is. I said, how is 1 meter? And I said, 1 million naira. I said, for what? I keep person for tinted permit. Even person will keep person. Then they pay 1 million naira. But now tinted permit we save na road safety home. In I go book my car. I'll go pay for fine 50,000 or 10,000 according to the constitution. I don't know how it did there, but I know say no reach 1 million naira. When I bargain, they say, I'm going to arrest me. I like, officer, will be our children now. Listen to all your children, will be your children now. You know how this for that, like bargaining and talking. I step aside. Okay, the man asked, before I step aside, man asked me, what can you give us? Officer, I be our father now, and I do good job. Okay, man, just appreciate when I work with 20,000 naira. I don't get any money here. My one black one, I will say, 20,000 naira for what? 20,000 do for us? You see, 7 of us there, yeah? 20,000 go for 20,000 go do for us. As officer, I don't kill anybody. I won't give you 20,000 for appreciation and cola. So I don't come see chief. I don't come. You don't be. You know, you go see chief with empty hands. Now we're arguing, and I stepped outside. Let me call a friend that can just help me at least some money. Let me just add up the gun I have and give them so that I can be going home for peace to reign. One fair one saw me as I put the phone in my ear. He ran towards me with so much alacrity that I was afraid, but I just stood. He like I say, who are you calling? You want to say you get contact, Abi? We go show you say the place you know get contact. We go deal with you. You're a criminal. In fact, come and give me that phone. I said I cannot give you my phone. Officer, you don't leave motor matter the enter phone. What do you want from my phone? He said, give me that phone. Your video. I said, you're calling somebody. Come on. I said, I'm not calling anybody. I'm not videoing you. I'm not calling anybody. You put that. You put 1 million. I'm trying to make call this check. The man get slapped too, and he brushed me. I fell on the floor. When I fell on my left side here. He's
You see the way they are even scared of the weapon, which is the phone camera, so that they won't reveal them.
No, there's nothing
He
they hate
was
like
even
phone.
offering to give 20,000. Ha! They brutally beat this guy. They wounded him. They
By
beat him.
incidentally, that the grace, the 5
The
policemen have been
policeman will prefer
arrested.
you to
Yes,
slap
they've
him
been
than to film
arrested.
him. Yes. If you slap him, it's better than
In fact, anybody, I thank God for social media presently.
No, phone
If
is
not, you
dealing
can
with
imagine
them
how many
now.
of such cases. No, you can imagine how many of such cases have been swept under the carpet, and how many people have been killed.
No, it's really important. Yeah, it's a very good one. It's a good one. And that's exactly why I'm calling on Nollywood. That you guys have the phone better, you have the better instrument, you know how to even tell better story with it. Use it well. Use it to correct ills in society. Don't let camera be something you use to just make movies, make
really
love,
sad.
make this. We should go on. Evelyn, I really want to. We cannot overemphasize the power of the camera. We cannot overemphasize it, and we all should learn to use it. You know, we should learn to.
This is really sad because these are people we are expecting to. These are people we are expecting to protect us. Police
They're looking for
officers.
pension.
Right now we are. They said the police is your friend. They said the police is your friend, but with the way things are going, it's like the police is now our enemy. People are not leaving the country anymore for greener pastures. They are running for their own safety. Because we are not even safe in the hands of those that are supposed to protect us as citizens. It's really sad, but with the reporters we have now, they said they've been arrested.
Good. The policemen. You mean the policemen have been arrested? That would be good. That would be good. You know what I'm saying now, the citizen journalism in Nigeria, and it's going to get better. When I don't say anything when Nigerians they do have better. This concept of citizen journalism, whether they use camera, they film things. I will not be surprised that by the time Mr. Governor, a small boy will now go to the school and film the kind of school they have. That is when we are in trouble. Now it's still good. Do you know a time will come when the content that we sell online, this children never know. Just go and film your bad school, your bad hospital. Now good content. Now they look for followers. Just put them in contest. Say, look at the school when I there. Look at the kind of school when they my village. That one alone, we sell content. Until when are they bet this children now? May they help me do that one. They should go and film hospital. As soon as the governor as they clap, you go show you from one side, you go show the hospital from the other side. My son, you go see views. You understand? They never know. The children never learn. They never know how to attract views by using the thing now only to show yash. Even our women when they show yash, they don't know say now one don't know the views. By the time you show critical content like that, you will see the number of views you get and the kind of respect you earn. And that is when this instrument would have been used for the right thing. It's a gun. And I'm really thanking God for giving us this. I mean, let's move because we're almost getting to the end of the show.
Yeah. Yes, and we have the video of the NRC copper that went viral, that was stripped naked by the 8 vigilantes. She has come out to tell the story of how everything happened, of how they knocked on their door, and before she could go open the door, they burst into the room and brought them out. So we have the video. If you can take a look at it.
I mean, I don't think I have that video with me immediately. I'll try and I'll source it out. If you can go.
Let's go to the next story because I don't think the video is there.
Okay, we have another video. I brought the video out because people have been talking about it, of a man that killed a python in Anambra State. They said there are places, there are communities where they don't kill these snakes. They don't kill them. They worship them as their deity. They see it to be a sacred deity that is pure, that protects the lands. And if you should kill one of these pythons, you will do a burial.
Yes.
Like as if you are doing a burial for a human being. You buy a coffin,
yes,
put canopy and all that. So this man, they caught him. He caught the head of the python, and with what the people around him were saying, they said he already got pepper, maggi, and everything that he's going to use to prepare this python. So we don't
he didn't know their culture. He didn't know their culture or what?
He's hungry. This is a man that is hungry.
You don't keep python.
Yes, there's there are communities. They said the Idemili.
There are some people.
Idemili communities that they don't eat it. That is their deity. They worship it. So if you kill it, is that a calamity?
I'm trying to share the video. Go on, go. I'm just going to remove this one.
Yes, they said if you kill it, there is a calamity will come on. So they caught the man that killed one of the.
So this is the man with the python.
Whatever is coming to him, because they're already beating him up.
Lady, what do you have to say? It's alien to me, you know. It's alien to me. For me, it's alien. So I don't know what to say. Or somebody kill the python.
Let me know.
But Daddy, I have one question for you.
Okay.
Is this the kind of practice that you want us to now give our ancestors? You want us to call our ancestors saints? Or you are asking this question, why are we not calling our ancestors saints? Then I made mention, I said, it depends on what the people do. Look at the people who worship serpents and have this kind of culture. Should we now call them saints where they are gone? Because if you say saints, it means purity. People who practice like holiness. So are you going to say we should call these ancestors saints? People who still does this kind of worship, this kind of practice? Because that is actually what came to mind when I saw this video. That at the end, are we going to call these people saints?
You see, there's something there. There's a
nice question.
We need to go back to the Bible and try and understand intermediary between God and man. Over the years, there have been. Let me tell you this story. All right. In some places, in my place, they won't eat dog because of what dog did for them. All right. There are some, in fact, in Orogu, they don't eat. There's a particular reptile they don't eat. You understand? So,
iguana.
What you call? So I wouldn't be the one to. I always say, if you don't understand it, don't criticize it. You understand? I don't understand it. For people of a particular people to say we will not eat a python. Me, I will see a python and begin to run. And they don't eat it. And python don't hurt them. Do you know that place they stay with python? Mary, there are some places here. If you go to some homes in England,
some villages they don't fish. They don't eat fish from their river.
In fact, in this place, there are some people in their home, their pet na python. If you put python for house, me I don't go near that place. So I think let's try and understand the values, why they're doing it. I may not agree, but I respect it. I may not agree, but where it is for me out of order is when you now match a man on the street and beat him up for it. You understand? That would be an assault in the Nigerian law. That's I know. You understand? Unless, but don't forget too, the West we call this animal rights. You're supposed to kill animal. So where are we going? Let us be careful with that kind of story. I will keep quiet, to be honest. I will keep quiet to that story. It's like I have the video.
It's better. We want to come out of people culture.
Exactly. Let's play this other video, Mary. You were talking me.
Okay. The video of the girl.
I think the reason I want, because I wasn't seeing the girl. It's only the guy who was so
Jennifer, the girl in question. So this incident happened on the 23rd of July. At about 5 p.m. in the evening, I myself and my co-coppers were just in our coppers lodge, charging our phones, minding our own business as youths that we are, as usual. So we heard a knock on the door, and at first we thought it was our neighbor's door because it was a 3-story building with a lot of flats, a lot of rooms. So we actually thought it was our neighbor's door that was being knocked on. So we ignored the first time until we heard it again, but this time it was way more aggressive, and it was like the person on the other end was angry about being ignored. So I said, okay, let me go and check if it's our door that is being knocked or who is at the other end. Even before I got to the door was kicked in. If I had even made a step further, the door would have hit me in, and only God knows what. So on the other end of the door, I saw a masked man with a gun. I don't know what type of gun. And he wasn't wearing any form of uniform, whether military or just plain uniform. He wasn't wearing no form of identification. At first I was afraid that it was an armed robber, until I heard him say, all of you outside. That was when I summoned a little courage and was like, outside as how? All of us here are coppers. All of us in this room, this particular room you kicked in, all of us here are coppers. It was the event of this argument. My colleagues came out and was like, what's going on? And then I told them that he's asking us to come outside for reasons he didn't explain. He didn't even introduce himself or tell us where he's coming from. So my colleague was like, all of us here are coppers. If you want to even say our ID card, he went inside, got his ID card, and even told the others to bring out their ID card and everything for identification, just to clear ourselves. But they ignored, even forced themselves inside our rooms, packed our laptops, our phones, and everything. And they became very, very aggressive. That what gave us rights? What kind of stupid coppers that were doing Yahoo, were doing this and that inside the room? And we're even trying to explain ourselves, even those of us that were not with our ID cards because we came for our PPA. We're even offering to show them our portal, our NYC portal, as evidence that we're coppers, we are serving coppers. They ignored everything and forced us downstairs, pushed us, like, they almost pushed me down the staircase, telling me that I'm the one that is even having mouth. That what gave me rights as a woman to challenge them. So when we got downstairs, we saw their vehicle. That was when we even identified that, these people are Anambra Vigilante Group, Babi Udogashi. That was what was written on the vehicle that we saw outside. So when even if you want to force us, even if you want to go with you, we should at least call somebody, either our LGI or we should call our proprietors, so that they will know that we're going somewhere with people, because you didn't introduce yourself. We don't even know you. We don't know where you're taking us, so we can't just follow you like that. That was when they started beating me. What gave me the right, what gave me the mouth to confront them, to tell. They even went ahead to tell us that if we even call anybody or if we contact anybody, that they are going to smash our phones on the floor. They beat me, tore my clothes on my body. Even
it was money they were looking for. They didn't want them to speak. They would just charge them, they would bill them to bring money. If they are falling for it, they will keep giving them money. It was money they were looking for.
So are we going to be running away from armed robbers, kidnappers, and also be running away from people who are supposed to be protecting us? Because this is really sad.
It is.
You now enter into people's home without even a warrant. And the most annoying part is that they say they showed their ID card. They didn't even care. These are people that are serving the country. They didn't care to see what is the ID card.
I think
why should they care? They
how do we empower you guys now to speak out? Because that's the most important thing today. Speak out. Don't be afraid. Don't think you are a victim. You are actually the victor here. You understand? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of all these people. They can't. They said there's little they can do. They can't do much other than what they've done. That they can't do more than that. And it's very unfortunate. And I pray that Nigeria will wake up at some point to understand the challenge we face. This is totally unacceptable, and that especially when they now come to even stripping the girl child, I don't know why it is the first thing that comes to their mind. It's surprising. And these guys, they all have sisters and mothers and daughters. And they don't want to see that with their own kids. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, like we pray that with those ones who are, they continue to get caught and they continue to be exposed. This is how you correct ills in society. Now, the next set of vigilante will be careful. If you keep quiet, it will continue to happen. So keep saying it. Keep saying it. Again, I'm still saying it. Nollywood, use your camera well so that society will move forward. The best instrument other than the gun that can be used to correct society is the camera. The way you use the camera, the gun to protect, let us use our camera to protect our society. It's a gun. All of them shoot and they can kill. The career of these guys are dead. You understand? They are equal to dead people. You know that disgrace, that national disgrace they got it now. How you kill somebody with a camera? It's a civilized way of killing people. You don't need the person to be dead, but he's dead already. You know, there's a kind of image you carry you cannot change forever. That's what camera can do for you. Anyway, thank you very much, people, for joining us. We've had a very 2 hours again of relentless cry. I want to say that the country we are is a beautiful land. I'm saying, and I'm submitting to you guys that Nigeria is the promised land. It has been shown, it has been exhibited in any way, in every way. If only we can take advantage of the promised land, the university need to do so. We need to ask ourselves again who are educated. You know, the survivor in Nigeria is not your school anymore. Not because the school is not useful, but because the school is not being designed for purpose. That's why you have theater arts in school. You don't have movie production. And the industry flourishing is movie, not theater. I'm confused. Why Nigeria will continue to why we have not changed the department of theater art, or say theater art plus film production. Why they have not done so? When the industry we have is actually film production industry, we are the number 2 in the world. Maybe, but we are still in the university producing theater artists. Maybe I'm the one that is sick. Robo will say, better for people. We'll have more of this discussion again and again next week. And then, like I said, I was only able to talk about only one aspect of these challenges today. And I want to thank those in FUTA for your incubation. I want to see it that you become the first university to be making money from whatever you're doing. You see, man, what I'm even saying is this. Imagine university now collect school fees and they now make money from their products and services. Who can compete with them? FUTA water. Now we trust FUTA water because they're microbiologists. They'll be able to filter the water better. Maybe I will drink their water today. Big business for them. If they can come up with solar panel, Alaba people will sell it for them. They don't need to go to China. Like now, nobody go to America to go and bring film anymore. They are selling our movies. Give them at a rate, they will sell for you. These are the 2 blessings of our time. The market is there. The innovation is with the Alaba people selling whatever they sell. Tell me what you want to do. That's why Nigeria is the promised land. It's a promised land. It's a place where anything you do will sell. Let's take advantage of our beautiful country. God bless you. God bless the United States of Africa, because that's where I'm looking forward to. And in my time, there will be a United States of Africa with all these countries as states. And we have a beautiful economy and a prosperity for all of us. Let me see use opportunity to call on all Africans abroad. I don't like the word Africans, but that's what made it taught us that we are not really Africans. Maybe I don't know the word again, I forgot it. The real name they used to call us. If we can come together. Huh? How do you call it? Akubela. Okay. Those are all of us who are the Africans. Let us wake up come back home and build a beautiful land. Our land is you see, I've been preaching of the possibilities in the Nigerian state. It's in all African countries. But imagine now that I'm not talking of Nigeria, that anything I produce in Nigeria can be sold in the whole of Africa. 1.4 billion.
Okay, it was called Akebula. Yeah.
Akebula. Imagine everything I produce in my state can be sold in Akebula. Am I looking for market? All I need to do is be innovative. We are blessed. We are the promised land. Let's take advantage of it. God bless all. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856.
SRTV. Innovate.